So, with any luck, I'm streaming online. Um, there should be a chat thing on here I'm looking for. Okay. So I've been playing with some broadcasting software, and I'm just trying to see if it works. um, it looks like I'm online. So do me a favor. If you're seeing this, like on Facebook or whatever, type something into the chat. Just say hello for me, and we'll see if this is working. Maybe the chat's not working. Well, that's all right. What I thought I would do is, like I said, I'm just exploring this broadcasting software. Anyway, it's kind of a cool thing. What I'll be able to do is actually like bring guests onto this as well, so I can actually talk to people. And it's supposed to be streaming out to like multiple platforms, so like Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, all that kind of stuff. So hopefully that's working. But yeah, like I said, it doesn't look like the chat's working, so unfortunately I can't see any messages from anybody right now. Looks like there's a few people. Well, anyway, I'll try to figure out the chat thing, so if you've got some responses for me, leave it in there. Anyway, what I wanted to do was a lot more of these sort of online streaming things, and the reason for that was because, one, I kind of wanted to get better at just doing what I do. So I study a lot of information and that kind of stuff regarding health and fitness and animation and all that. And one of the better ways to get better at it is to actually talk about it. So I thought I would come on here, do some live streaming sessions here, and just kind of talk about, maybe answer some of the questions that I get. I get quite a few questions throughout the day, throughout the week, and that kind of thing. So what I did is I basically curated that list, and what is this? So I curated this list of questions so that a lot of them are just sort of these short answer questions, and a lot of them are, or I get a few of them that we can go a little bit more in depth on and actually kind of get into it a little bit. So in the future, what I'd like to do is actually have people on this show. So if you do have a question that you'd like to go over, I can actually bring you onto this platform, and we can kind of go through it in a kind of a more in-depth way, and then that way you can get feedback as well, so you can ask follow-up questions and that kind of thing. So this being the first one, what I thought I would do is kind of answer this question that I get quite a bit, which is, if you're wondering about the screen, this isn't the question, but if you're wondering about the screen, this is a virtual background I have set up. I don't know if I like it or not, but I thought it would be better than looking at my unfinished basement. Anyway, getting back to what I was saying is I get a lot of questions and that kind of thing. So for this first one, what I thought I would do is answer this question about how I got into doing what I do. So the first thing I guess we have to understand is exactly what it is I do. I mean, most people out there know me from the fitness industry. Been doing that for a long time. But the other thing that I do that, unless you know me really well or for a long time, you know that I do a lot of animation and illustration stuff as well. So one of the questions I get is how I found myself into this situation where I've essentially made two things that started out as hobbies and turned them into a career. So in order to do that, I figured the best thing to do would be to start kind of all the way from the very beginning. So I was actually born in a small town in Nova Scotia called Wolfville, and that wasn't even where we lived. That just happened to be the closest place that had a hospital where my parents lived. So they didn't actually live there. They had to drive in to actually have their baby. Soon after I was born, they moved out to Alberta, kind of lived there for a little bit before moving right into Calgary. As far as I know, their first home was kind of a smaller sort of nice little starter home, kind of 2-story thing. And that's where kind of a lot of my childhood memories kind of start. So me and my brother was born in Calgary. I can remember us being down in the hallway, just kind of playing, let's see, broadcast interrupted. I don't know why. Weird. Yeah, so I got a message saying the broadcast was interrupted, and I have no idea why. Give me a second here. Anyway, I'm just going to kind of continue. Hopefully it picks up. Maybe you got to refresh the feed. I don't know. Anyway, I was talking about this first home. A lot of my childhood memories are there.